A noun clause is a dependent clause used as a noun. So let's review the various functions of a noun. So to know whether or not a clause is acting like a noun, we have to be very clear on how a noun acts. So it seems like nouns are everywhere, but really within a sentence, they have these limited number of functions. The tree blocked the highway. In this sentence, the tree is the complete subject and tree is the simple subject. So tree is the noun that represents the subject in this sentence. So nouns can be subjects. The cat is gray. When we have a subject followed by a linking verb, that linking verb always connects the subject to more information about the subject. Now that more information can come in one of two ways. Now we talked about subject complements a long time ago, and we talked about adjective subject complements because most of the time you'll see that that's what subject complements are. So the cat is gray. Gray is an adjective. It complements the subject. In other words, it tells us more about the subject. But there's another type of subject complement, and that is a noun subject complement. And that comes about when the subject complement renames the subject. So the cat is Sadie. And one of the ways you can tell that this is a noun subject complement is that you can see that we can flip the subject and the subject complement around, and you basically have the same sentence. So we can say the cat is Sadie, and we can say Sadie is the cat. So in this case, Sadie is a subject complement, but it's also a noun. In this case, it's a proper noun. So sometimes a noun clause can be a noun subject complement. The tree blocked the highway. The tree blocked what? So when we have a subject followed by an action verb, we often have a direct object that answers the question what. The tree blocked what? The tree blocked the highway. Highway is a noun functioning as the direct object. Now, we didn't talk about indirect objects as much as we talked about direct objects. I didn't want to overwhelm you with too much stuff when we got to indirect objects, but I want to tell you a little bit more about them. Now, for this exam, I won't ask you to name noun clauses that are acting as indirect objects, but nevertheless, I'm going to take this moment to review, just very briefly, nouns acting as indirect objects. I gave Sal the gift. I gave what? The gift. So gift is the direct object. I gave the gift to whom? I gave the gift to Sal. So Sal is an indirect object. An indirect object is the recipient of the direct object. So in this sentence, I is the subject, gave is the action verb, Sal is the indirect object, and gift is the direct object. So these are the kinds of things that a noun can do in a sentence. Now we have one more function that we need to review. I gave Sal the gift after the party. After the party is actually a prepositional phrase, right? So what does that have to do with nouns? Well, A prepositional phrase starts with a preposition, in this case, after, but there is also one other vital component in a prepositional phrase, and that is the object of the preposition, and that is a noun. In this case, the noun is party. So a noun can also act as the object of a preposition. Okay, so now we know all the different ways that a noun can act in a sentence. Those are the same functions that a noun phrase can have and a noun clause can have. Now, there's a couple of other noun phrases out there. I don't want to get too much into them right now because I don't want to over-explain. But nouns, noun phrases, noun clauses, they all have these similar kinds of functions within sentences. All right, let's move on. Why that matters. Noun clauses are usually introduced by words like that, what, why, whether, who, which, or how. So, okay, that's useful, but it doesn't tell us everything because adjective clauses can also start with words like who and that. So how do we know the difference? Well, noun clauses are going to act like nouns in sentences. So what we intend to do is interesting. That actually looks like a subject, doesn't it? It's at the beginning of the sentence. It's right before the linking verb is. Seems like it might be a subject. Let's give it one more test. If we see a collection of words that look like they're acting together, and we suspect that they're acting like a noun, a test that we can do is to replace them with a pronoun. So, can I replace this clause with a single pronoun, and will it still work? It is interesting. Okay, so I can really quite easily replace this entire clause with a single tiny little pronoun, and it still works in the sentence. So yes, what you intend to do is the subject of this sentence, and it is in the form of a noun clause. Tell me what you intend to do. Tell me what? Tell me what you intend to do. This looks an awful lot like a direct object. Let's see if we can replace it with that pronoun. Tell me it. Not the best sentence maybe, but it certainly works grammatically. What about this next one? That is what you intend to do. Here we have that, and is a linking verb. So we have this actually a pronoun acting in the place of the subject. We have that linking verb. Now, what is this subject complement? Is it an adjective subject complement, or is it a noun subject complement? Can we replace it with a pronoun? That is it. Oh, I can pretty easily do that. So this is almost certainly a noun subject complement. I am interested in what you intend to do. There we have a preposition in, and is followed by a collection of words that look like they're a clause. So this is a really good indicator that what you intend to do is a noun in this sentence. What if we replace it with that same pronoun? I am interested in it. Yes, that works too. So this is another noun clause. She gave whoever wanted one a copy of the pamphlet. She gave what? She gave a copy. So here, copy is the direct object. Let's just not worry about of the pamphlet right now because that's a prepositional phrase. That's kind of getting in our way of analyzing the rest of the sentence. So she gave what? She gave a copy. To whom? She gave a copy to whoever wanted one. Whoever wanted one is an indirect object. And again, I can easily replace that clause with a pronoun, and it'll still work. She gave a copy to him. Yep, it holds together as an indirect object. So all of these underlined clauses are noun clauses, and now you know why.